My name is Mary Jo Madda, and currently I work at Google. I am the creative strategy manager for an initiative called Code Next, which focuses on helping to educate the next generation of Black and Latino students in computer science. My guess is that the percentage of Americans that are Black male educators is pretty low. I'm not an expert, but if I had to guess, I'd say probably somewhere between 5 and 7%. This trend makes me really sad. I'll share that when I was a teacher, I actually used to have students come up to me and ask me why so many of their teachers were white and female, and I didn't have a good answer. For one thing, part of the reason why the statistic is declining in terms of the numbers of Black male educators probably comes down to the fact that there are so few to begin with that when young Black men don't see them in those roles, it's hard for them to envision themselves in those spaces as well. Learning environments suffer when we lack Black male educators. That's just the reality of it. If all you have are white teachers, if all you have are female teachers, if all you have are, any one type of person doing anything, the learning environment suffers because there's a lack of a diversity of thought and of background and experience and opinion. If there were more organizations solely dedicated to working with Black male educators, giving them resources, providing them with education, giving them a sense of camaraderie, that we could see a huge boost in the number of them going into the classroom. Being a teacher is hard, but being a teacher is especially hard when you don't necessarily feel connected to the other staff members. And unfortunately, sometimes that comes down to differences in gender, in race, in religion, in personal belief. And so if there's not that sense of camaraderie, it may actually end up driving Black male teachers away. We also need more Black men in positions of power within districts, not just teachers. We need them as principals. We need them as district leaders. We need them as directors of technology. We need them to be in all sorts of roles, from every type of role in a district across the board. At this point, promoting and encouraging African American adult education has to continue. It's not a matter of whether it'll work in this climate. It's a matter of the fact that it just needs to keep going, and it needs to grow. I don't think that any climate will ever truly be 100% ripe for any sort of social change. There will always be folks that do not agree with the idea that racial diversity matters. All the more reason, though, that we should continue to push. You asked earlier if I would like to see the percentage of Black male educators go up, and I said yes. However, I think I would be disappointed if what that meant was those African American males solely were still going into disciplinary roles, because that's a fundamental disconnect. Stereotypes about Black men have played out in ways that have been detrimental to the reputation that Black men have in this country. If the media isn't going to choose to represent more Black men going into education, then those of us who have the ability to do so should understand that that is a responsibility that we have, and we should take it very, very seriously.